Cool kids. Hey. So this is a response video and it's a Silver University video. First of all, I want to respond to some of my fellow stacker channels and thank them for their comments on my channel. My post met with some interesting responses, and these are my responses to the responses. I want to thank AG Stacker 1776. He kind of inspired this by asking a question unbeknownst to him, and this is going to be a very helpful Silver University video. It's a quick guide to what is a troy ounce of silver per country. It's also a response to Tom's Coins about why you need to know what you paid for your silver, because, and I do agree with him, by the way. Very quickly, I'm going to get into it. So, backtrack. I had a long time ago mentioned that you need to know what you pay for your silver because Tom's Coins leaves his coins, some of his coins, his U.S. junk specifically, loose in, various displays, which is fine. It's a display piece. I get it. I'm not mad at him. But I would simply mention it would probably be a good idea to know what you paid for the silver you bought, just in case you wanted to ever dollar cost average, figure out what you paid. Think of this not as a shit hits the fan scenario, but as an investment, right? You'd want to know what you paid for it. Essentially, there was no downside to knowing what you paid for it, and there's no upside really to not. But on the other hand, if he was buying it for a display piece and it's just for funsies, it doesn't matter. And like he said, if it's shit hit the fan, it's not going to matter what you paid for it. I agree with him 100% there. But on the other hand, if it was SHTF and you did have written on it what you'd spent for it, it's not going to hurt you none either. So it's all upside in my opinion. Not necessary though. I'll grant him that in some scenarios. But it's a good idea. That's all. Now, that does it for Tom's Coins. Thanks for the reply, by the way, Tom's Coins. Really fun talking to you. I really enjoy our interactions. And I really like looking at your stuff, man. You got some good stuff. I like the stuff. So, we're going to get to the point of this video, right? And Eva has decided to grace us. Come here, honey. With her presence. Yeah. She is the star of the show. She is the showstopper, and she's my teaching assistant. And today we're going to teach for Silver University a brand new formula for you. I know you guys like the math. This one is the go-to, the go diggity. Now you could do it longhand, and you don't have to use this formula, but I think it's a pretty helpful formula. So the formula is very simple. It's ASW per unit. Let me show it to you. ASW per unit. So that unit could be dollars, right? It's a monetary unit. It could be reals. It could be marks. It could be francs. It's ASW per coin. So you just find a coin that's 1 unit. Okay? And then you divide 1 by that number. Okay? That's going to tell you exactly how many of those units you need to make 1 troy ounce. It's really that simple. Now the trick is finding the right combination of coins to get you as close to there as possible. I have already done the work for you for most of your commonly found silver coinage. If you guys want to know about a specific country, I can probably get you a mix of coins that'll get you exactly an ounce or something really close to it. Just let me know in the comments but these are the ones we're doing today. I'm going to go through them one by one. And remember that just because for example, the units of franc, just because I show you a coin that's for 5 franc and a 2 franc, that doesn't mean that that's the only combination. There's also half francs. There's 20-cent coins that are in silver. So there's the franc itself, right? The 50 centimes, which is a half franc. Just look at the ASWs; they'll be the same or similar. That's where having the ASW really helps you out on the coin, because it lets you know, well, a half franc is the same thing as a 50 centimes, right? Because they changed the denomination, but they didn't change the ASW, right? Now, they did change the purity, if I remember right, in the 1840s or 1850s, from 90% on the smaller coins to 0.835, but the difference is minimal to an extent. But if you want to be exact, you have the ASW right there to get you just where you want it, okay? So here are some selections I made. I chose some coins. We'll start with the US because that's what everybody's the most familiar with. And I got a little creative for this one. I got a little creative. You guys will see what I did, possibly. Hey, this is all 90%. No 40%. No 35%. None of that nonsense. No 89% either. So here is the combination I came up with. All right. So that's a half dime, right? So we'll just, right? So what we did here is we got 25, and then this is a 20-cent coin, right? See that? So this is a half dime and a Carson City quarter, or 20-cent coin. We take those, we got 50 cents, right? Now this is a modern silver 0.1808 proof from 1996, which I thought I would add. This is a SLQ from 1917, type 1. Always nice, right? That's a naughty coin. Naughty coin alert, right? And then, so that puts us at what? $1? Yeah. And then we've got a seeded dime. Right? We like seeded dimes. Ooh, what's the mint mark on that? Is there one? No. Okay. And then half dime. And another half dime. Woo. We like half dimes. Right? So it doesn't matter. I wish they had made half dimes longer because it really helps out with getting a specific denomination. And then, so that's 10 cents, 20 cents, 40 cents. So $1.40. But everybody here knows that. They don't need me to tell them that. $1.40 gets you 1 troy ounce of silver. Eva, you're killing me, Smalls. You know that? I set up these coins perfectly. What do? You tail smack them? You're like a monster. You know that? You're a monster. A monster. All right. So that's the US. $1.40. $1.40. That's what you want to know. That's what you need. Again, that doesn't count for 35% or 40% silver. That would be a totally different situation. I did not do the math on that. And you know what? I could if you ask me in the comments. Otherwise, I'm not going to because I don't really care. There, I said it. All right. Now, our next most common thing we're going to find is 80% Canadian. So I went ahead and did that. Now, 80% Canadian comes to at this amount that we're going to do. Where are we at? Oh, yes. Yeah, it's 0.99 ounces. So it's right on the money. I mean, like within a thousandth of an ounce on the money. So we're just going to call that an ounce. All right. So that's really good, guys. That's really good. $1.65 Canadian. In this case, I chose to get clever with it. And so $1.65, 80%. Now it has to be 80%, guys. 80% Canadian here. Right? We got a little creative, right? And we incorporated a fish scale that is from 1920, right? Which is that's pretty cool, man. Otherwise, you would have to get rid of a quarter and do 4 10-cent coins, okay? But it's still doable. $1.65 Canadian, and that will get you. Ooh, that's nice. That will get you your 1 ounce of silver. So that's what 1 ounce of. Ooh, nice. That's what 1 ounce of Canadian. Ooh, pretty. Oh, wow. Okay, so anyway, I'm being silly. That's 1 ounce of Canadian 80%. Now, remember with the US dollars too, I got to add, for Silver University purposes, You cannot use US dollar coins in this equation because they have a different ASW per unit. For that, and it's kind of screwy, honestly, that they do it that way. But yeah, you can't do it. It's useless. Useless information. The dollar cannot be used. Unless you want to make a nice fat ounce for somebody. In which case, by all means, you know, if you want to sweeten the deal, that will definitely do it. All right. So it's got to be half dollar or lower in 90%. And you can use half dimes for that. Just throwing it out there. Okay. Which half dimes cost the same as their equivalent coinage, you know, for the amount of silver, but they really don't. So half dimes are really not worth stacking, guys, unless you find a deal on one. Let's see here. France. Let's go to France. So a franc, right? So with the franc at 0.7234, assuming you're doing 0.7234, and this is the 90% coin along with the so actually you can just look at these ASWs and see how they pretty much make an ounce right on the money. See that? Do some addition right there. You got 9, 8, but then there's a 9 there because that's 7, and then 2. So what you end up with the French stuff is 0.9918 ounces per 7 francs, which is really, 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 really close to 1 troy ounce. Like, we're within hundredths of an ounce. So this combination, or you could do any combination. It doesn't really matter with this stuff. This would also include Belgium, Venezuela, Peru, Italy. There's several other countries. I don't want to lie to you though, but Spain all use the same system. So instead of, you know, franc, do pesada, however you say it. You would, the Swiss system is not. Hold on. Yes, Swiss works for this too. Don't use shooting thalers though. Shooting thalers would not work. Okay. But anyway, there's a lot of countries this exact amount. 7 of their base unit is an ounce of silver, and that's pretty awesome. Now Germany's a little trickier. We're gonna go to Germany. Eva, you're on my German stuff. Would you? Really? Is this really happening? Are you really doing this? Is this really a thing, Eva? Are we really doing this? Huh? No, I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right. Goodness gracious. Now, again, I'm only doing commonly found coins that you're going to run into. If you want a specific country, we'll do it, baby. I'll make it happen. Just let me know in the comments, okay? All right, now, for Germany, it's a little trickier because the amount you're looking for, you know what? You are truly, truly getting petted for that one. All right. Germany, you want 6.2 marks. And that comes to 0.9964 ounces. So really close again. We're right on the money. So to do that, though, is tricky. Because they only made these 20p Pfennigs in silver for a very short time. Right? And you're not going to stack these. These are collector coins, okay? But I'm just going to show it to you. If you could get some Grotians or some of the older stuff, like if you find some cheap, they're maybe beat up, you could probably make those work too. But you're right here. If we just go with the 6 marks, right? That's going to put you at 0.964, somewhere in there. So it's really close, but we don't want to be light in the ass. So we're going to add that 20p Pfennig, which puts us at 0.9964. Now, if you don't have the p Pfennig and you don't mind taking a loss, you could use a half mark, but man, that's a 5. You're giving up almost a Canadian dime for free on that deal. So you don't want that. That's not the way to go. I would say it's rough. The German stuff's rough. If you have 20p Phoenix, though, you can get there. You can get there. You can do it. But anyway, let's look at the coins. This video is about looking at the coins too, right? We're not just here to... But yeah, German Empire. Now, I couldn't find any combos for the newer German stuff because they don't make the small coins. So you could get really close, but you're not going to get where it's close enough where I would be comfortable calling it an ounce. That I'll call an ounce. I ain't calling the 9.6 an ounce. That ain't an ounce. That's garbage. We don't do garbage. And I'm not trying to go over by a Canadian dime and cheat myself. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the... If you want an ounce of German, this is how you do it. Now, you guys come up with another way, let me know. Mexico. Now, this is the First Republic stuff. So I know some of this is it, but the weights are going to work out. These are reals, okay? The reals. And if you were going to the Spanish stuff, like before the peseta, this is how you do it. Okay, so this would count for Spain too. You're going to have a half real. You're going to have a 2 real and an 8 real, but you could also mix that up. Any combination that gets you 10.5 reals is going to put you at 1.0313 ounces. That's as close as I could get. Okay, anything else would be too light in the ass. This is an ounce of silver in Mexican coinage, 8.5 reals. Okay, and we could say a 5 centavo, a 25 centavo, and a peso in the 0.903 range that uses those coins, okay? Don't try to mix in 0.720 and all this other nonsense. I'm talking about 0.903, okay? If you did a 5 centavo, 25 centavo, and 1 peso, you would also get 1 ounce, all right? So that'd be your late 1800s, early 1900 coinage there. All right. Really cool coinage, by the way. If you don't have any, I would suggest getting some just to look at it. It's really neat. Now we're gonna go overseas. We've already done it. I was going to try to do North America first, so let's go to Canada again. I added some Newfoundlands. The ASWs are the same as the Canadian coins, so no big deal. But for Canadian purposes, for 0.925, what you want is $1.45. Okay, and you can do that with dimes. I got clever and did a 20-cent coin, right? Because 20 cent and 25 cent. Oh, I messed up. There we go. We don't even need this coin. I was going to take that out. Okay. So, yeah, I was replacing because I was trying to. Okay, yeah. So 25 cents right here. That's 25 cents plus $1 plus 25 cents gives you $1.45. That is 1.011 ounces. 1.011 troy ounces of silver. That is an ounce of sterling silver from Canada. There you go. Next up. This is your 50... Oh, wait. No, we're not doing that. We're going to do this first. Canada. Finish up Canada. For Canada, 50%, right? This comes to 0.99375. So this is right on the money. This is an ounce of silver. It's $2.65. And I'm going to go through this real quick because we don't care. It's 50% silver. It's 68 or 67. It's or these commemorative dollars, which you can get cheap, okay? You can get these under melt. You can do it. You can do it at melt, under melt, somewhere around melt. Look at that. See that? That's right around melt. This is all melt. This is a melt or under. This is a great way to get an ounce of silver under melt. Right here, I guarantee if we added this up, we'd be under or really close to melt. Now, 50% silver is $2.65. That's the number you need. No, I need to speed up. I'm going on and on here. It's not good. All right, 50% UK. 50% UK is going to be right at what was it? Oh, that's sterling. 11 shillings. Okay, 11 shillings. So that's 5 shillings, right? That's 10 shillings, right? Because these are each 2.5 shillings. 11 shillings. And that's going to put us right at, you're not going to believe this, 0.9999 ounces of silver. So this is right at an ounce. 0.9999 up. We're into the 10,000th place. 11 shillings. That's an ounce of silver, man. That's a good way. I mean, that's on the money. That's on the money. Now, if you're going back to the 0.925, it gets a little crazier, because the closest I could get was 1.0091, which is really close, just over. We're in the thousands, so we're not losing a lot of silver on this deal. It's 6 shillings. 6 shillings gets you 1.0091. Okay, there you go. Let's wonder at these magnificent, beautiful Queen Vic coins to take us out. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. And, you know, that's not a bad price to pay for an ounce of beautiful stuff, I think. I mean, it's nowhere. It's double melt, but I'm okay with it. Have an amazing day, and thanks for watching. And, yes, I expect responses. Oh, you hear me? Okay, ciao.